right. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, ZK? ZK's right. All right. Thank you, Krager. All right. So for some reason, we're only up here today. Connie will be joining me in a quick moment. I just, I know Krager's been grinding all night. I wanted to hop on over, and there was a lot of baseball I wanted to get into this morning. So nonetheless, a fantastic hump day morning out there. Mally, what is going on? Man, bright and early over where Mally is. But nonetheless, going to recap some of baseball from yesterday. Look ahead to today. Talk about some odds and ends. There was also some big card news this past weekend. Do a little prospect spotlight. I saw our guys Jack Caglione, Nick Kurtz, and I know Connie wanted to talk about one other guy in the Blue Jays organization today that I'm excited to look at. What else I got on here? Oh, that's right. Another pitcher. And I want to do some soft pretzel talk. Mally, talk about Luka getting ejected. Oklahoma City stays getting lucky. I'll be honest, Mally, I saw a notification about that. I did not really, care too much to look into it. I heard it was controversial. What was he talking to a fan or something like that? But then someone else said he was talking to the ref. I don't know. I do know Luka does play in Dallas tonight. I wouldn't mind talking a little bit about that. But nevertheless, before we get into brass tacks today, a couple things of housekeeping for us. We are on Twitter. I know we've been talking about it quite a bit. Suncoast_Sports on X or Twitter, whatever you guys call it. But now we got a little bit of a incentive for you all to take a look at our Twitter. Bowman U Breakers Delight Chrome Basketball. I can't wait until June when basketball's over. It's baseball season. Harvey, or you could just be like me here and kind of ignore basketball, whether it's happening or not. But guys, Suncoast_Sports on Twitter. If you like, retweet, and follow us on our Bowman U Chrome post, you will be entered for a chance to win a little Bowman U Chrome with Cooper Flag. Some of those autos for Cooper Flag going for buku bucks even after. What's going on, Joshua Danielson? Slab. Yes, this is indeed Slab. And we have a replacement. We have a new one spot on the Slab wheel. It's going to be an Adley Rutschman Bowman Spotlight rookie card here. Gem Mint 10. Adley Rutschman, I'm pretty sure he's off to a hot start this season. I haven't checked his last few games, but I know he did start out strong. A lot of people were saying, thank you, Forrest. I thought it was nice, too. It's been a Shohei Ohtani-led spot for a lot of this year so far. So I knew if I was going to take Ohtani off the wheel, we had to make sure it was a gemmed-out big rookie, especially on the spotlights here. So, oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. It looks like we're, it looked like we were working. Everyone shout out Ben. Helps us a lot of the technical stuff. But, Mally, I'm the opposite. I can't wait until it's October, so the crap baseball is over. There's no such thing as crap baseball, Mally. What? That's very pompous take of you. To me, all baseball is good baseball. And we get to the good baseball season is too long for no reason. Mally, that's the brilliance of baseball season. I went home yesterday. Oh, look at me. White Sox last year. This is true. Agree with lengthy season. Should start when it's warm and eliminate April ball. That's not true, Harvey, because next April, right? Let's say they do that next April. You're going to be saying, please, I wish there was baseball on. I think you don't need that many games to see who the best teams are. Well, that's fair, Mally, in the sense that if you're going to do a 162-game season, you should have all of your rounds in the playoffs be 7-game playoffs. You know what I mean? The fact that you're going to play 162 games and then decide who gets eliminated on a 3-game season, or a 3-game series in the wild card, one of the more ridiculous things in all the sports. But I'm all for the 162-game season. I was so excited last night. I'm a very simple man. I went home, I ate dinner, and I look at my girlfriend, I'm like, this is awesome. It's like watching a TV show every single night for 5 months without a script. And every single game is a new episode. I love it. Even if it is crappy, not all episodes are the best. But it is something to watch. It is something to look forward to every single night. But without further ado, let's look at some of the stuff that happened around the league last night. In case you guys are not all about it, who said very well said? Oh, thank you, Harvey. In case you guys are like Mally and you're a bit of a Scrooge when it comes to the seasons of baseball, I understand why. And so does Jazz Chisholm. This was his Instagram story yesterday morning. Yankees playing the Detroit Tigers. I don't know, but I'm sure baseball ain't supposed to be played in this weather. Yeah. I do kind of feel, did not like last night's Phillies episode. Me neither, Unique. Me neither at all. I'll be talking about it in just a few minutes here. I'm kind of going chronological order through the day yesterday. Not baseball. So is Jazz right for this? You know what I mean? Like, my initial reaction was like, dude, come on. You're getting paid millions to play a kid's game. Just go out there and play. And I thought about it again. I'm like, dude, 24 degrees is nasty work. Like, you see it here, 34 degrees for, like, first pitch as well. It is not looking good there for New York. And April should be played in the South and in domes. That was the other thing for why I felt bad for Jazz. Like, anytime you start playing in April, he's playing in Miami, both in the heat and in a dome. So that feels like number 14 is even worse. Dash, it's true. I mean, we've all been there, especially my guys in the Northeast, Harvey. Like, I remember growing up in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, playing fall baseball. You're going out there, you're playing baseball in 30-degree weather. Me being a little softy, I'm crying and moaning to my dad. Oh, but Dad, it stings. It stings when I make contact. Are you kidding me? He's from the Bahamas, too. Mav, ask him if he'd like go back to the Marlins. All right, fair rebuttal. Fair rebuttal there. Got even crazy. Americans call Soccer Week. Also can't play in the cold. Dude, I will say, soccer's pretty weak. And I actually don't hate soccer, but, like, it is pretty weak. Come on, it is pretty weak. Anyone else see this yesterday as well for the Yankees? Cody Bellinger missed yesterday's game because he was, quote-unquote, puking from wings. I tell you what, you know, we've all been there. I don't want to go into TMI, but I almost had to send a message because I was, you know, stomach issues this morning, you know. Still I rise. You persevere. You kidding me? Got a dude complaining about the cold. That's kind of weak. ZK, Stony Fields. Remember that ballpark like it was yesterday? I do not know that one, ZK. You might have to educate me on that one. It'd be cool if international baseball was played in home countries. Not sure exactly what you mean. Oh, get out of here. Okay, ZK. That's pretty cool. U.S. could have the edge in cold weather. I guess. I don't think anyone really has the edge in cold weather. U.S. would probably be the softer of all the ball players, you know? But nonetheless, interesting to see when you bring that up. Look up Luis Castillo's ERA based on the weather. When Luis Castillo, I'm pretty sure, can't remember what part. I know he's a foreign guy. Can't remember if it's Dominican, the Caribbean, or what. I don't want to just profile him. But he's from a very hot weather country. When he plays in the heat, 2.50 ERA. When he plays in the early season in Seattle, 4.50 ERA. I think Hunter Green is actually the opposite as well. Cody Bellinger, though, misses the game, puking from wings. What does he do? Come on. Ridiculous. Not me, man. Not me. I am a bold guy. I have had some pretty nasty food takes in the past. All right, I'll be honest. But you're going to miss a game puking from wings, and then that same day, you're going to make a joke about it, posting about the wings on your story? Nah. That's a guy who's not committed enough to the game to me. I'm sorry. If you're missing a game puking from wings, I better see applesauce. I better see toast with butter on it. None of this. None of this here, Cody. In all seriousness, no, though, what does Dash say? Wade Boggs would have ate more wings and drank 72 beers and still played. That's what I'm talking about right there, Dash. You know, Cody Bellinger, come on. Maybe it was a little, Cody Bellinger, his extracurricular activities. A little hungover from the night before. And I ain't talking about the old bottle. Just saying. Cody, come on now. Tighten it up. But nonetheless, 10 a.m., y'all. 10 a.m. We're going to have to get a little slab or no slab giveaway going on. Don't get used to this, by the way. Don't get used to this. I've been slacking. No trivia. We're just going a free 15 on this one here for a slab or no slab giveaway. Here we go. You're welcome, America. Free slab or no slab giveaway. Real quick, if this is your first time joining us as well, and Harvey, you know what? You're absolutely right. That's on me for not bringing that up. It's pretty tragic. Rest in peace, Octavio Dotel. Yeah, it's a horrible. Octavio Dotel, one of the better relievers in the last 20 years. Tragic accident over there in the Dominican Republic. I think around 100 people lost their lives. I mean, no way to kind of, move on from that or jam that in my silly baseball card show. But that's a really good shout out there, Harvey. Have to say a good rest in peace to Octavio Dotel. Immaculate grid all-star, real life all-star, one of the most elite pitchers. I remember you're watching baseball, whoever your team you're rooting for is, and Octavio Dotel comes in, you're saying, oh no. Maybe not as good as Emmanuel Clase, but like that upper echelon of like, that guy's coming into the ninth inning. You're shaking in the boots. So yeah, you're right, Harvey. Rest in peace to Octavio Dotel. I mean, no easy way to bring it up, no easy way to transition it, but it would be remiss to not send out a little thoughts and prayers to Dotel and the people who were caught in that tragic accident in the Dominican yesterday. But nevertheless, we're gonna have to move on here, talk a little baseball here. It's what Dotel would have wanted, some would have said. But regardless, the Yankees, as we were saying, Yankees all of a sudden 3 straight. They've lost 3 straight, all the way from home with 0 home runs. So someone asked this when I hopped in with Kreger a little bit earlier. They said, well, let's talk about the Torpedo bats, which is, Torpedo bats. Everyone's talking about the Torpedo bats. I don't know. Like, this whole Torpedo bats craze kind of has me thinking, maybe they're not this be-all, end-all epic solution that they thought they were. 3 straight losses for the Yankees, 0 home runs in 3 games. Does it feel like the Yankees and Dodgers both go on winning and losing streaks at the same time? Well, so far in the season, yes. Yes, it has. I mean, quite literally they have. But I think the Torpedo bats are a little bit overblown. I tried to say it first week. You all called me crazy. Manfred juiced the balls for the first week of the MLB season. I am telling you guys. It's not the Torpedo bats. The balls were juiced. I wish, B-Lev. I wish I was. All right? Anything different is going to get that attention, especially when you see the results. I am starting to think it was more of a coincidence more than it was like an actual... Like, maybe there is something to the Torpedo bats, but it went from 0 to 100 to 100 to 0 real quick. I'm curious what Connie's got to say. He'll be joining me sometime soon, I believe. But I'm curious what he has to say as an actual Yankees fan. But, Maverick, how about the Reds winning 2-0 and 1-0 after losing 3 straight 1-0 games? I didn't even notice that, Maverick. That is wild. To Maldy's point about baseball being a little disgusting, yeah, that's a little disgusting to me there. That's just not fun to watch. Tip your cap to Hunter Green. He did have an amazing performance last night. Did he go 9? Was it a complete game shutout for Hunter Green 2 nights ago? But never. It was Lodolo yesterday. I think he went 6 innings. No earned, I believe. But it is weird. It is definitely weird. We got some more ugly baseball for you here. So this was the Pirates game. The Pirates game yesterday. And I'm not going to do the whole is Skenes in trouble show. No, I'm not going to do that. Green did 8 2/3. You kidding me? Come on, one more out. That's crazy. Seems like the Reds are either winning 1-0 or losing 1-0. Yeah. And to your point, like, so much for these Torpedo bats. You know what I mean? With Ellie De La Cruz, like, 7 RBIs, 460-foot home run. Maybe he was doing that anyway, and he just so happened to be using a Torpedo bat. I want the Torpedo bats to be awesome. Like, I want the Torpedo bats to be a craze. I am just saying what I'm seeing right now, and I think it's more of just a coincidence, This was Tommy Pham, by the way. Tommy Pham, 0 for ever since. Yeah, and my fantasy team is reeling. I think we should know, BDE, that is the Ellie De La Cruz experience sometimes, especially this early in such a small sample size. But listen, nothing's making sense so far. Nothing's making sense so far in the MLB right now. Dodgers just dropped 2 to the Nationals. And look at Paul Skenes yesterday. Worst outing of the season. Hell, it was the worst outing of his entire career. But I do want to cut him some slack. Look at what Tommy Pham was dressed like in right field. He was wearing a batting glove. On his throwing arm. Temperature at first pitch was 38 degrees in Pittsburgh. Allegedly, I heard the Pirates, now we have ripped the Pirates a new one for months and months on the show. But the Pirates gave away 2 free tickets to each individual person who had an MLB account at yesterday's game for braving the elements. I'm not sure that yesterday or the day before. Regardless, 38 degrees at first pitch. Pirates ownership doing something good. Good to see. You got to give them a win. They're now, 1-10? It seems like the Pirates ownership. But nonetheless, Skenes, 6 innings pitched, 5 earned run. You're right, Dunbar. Tigers should do that too because it's ridiculous. It was 25 degrees or whatever yesterday. But worst outing of his entire career. Anyone worried about Skenes at all? Because They have to give free tickets to fill seats in Pittsburgh. Well, yeah, it was jarring, Harvey. Looking at the Skenes outing, a lot of empty seats yesterday. Victor Scott, I believe, had a 2 RBI triple. Good win for the Cardinals. They went at 5-3 against Paul Skenes. Anyone worried about Skenes? I don't want to use the word worried, but I do think it's a nice reminder that, he will still lose games. Farm team for the MLB, they never keep anyone. Oh, no, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true, Harvey. I mean, I think Skenes was cold. I think it's bound to happen to any pitcher anytime. I think being an awful team will wear on Skenes over time. I'm with you, Steen. My one rebuttal to that is I think it's a lot harder when you are a position player, right? And you got to go out there every single day, and there's so little you can control that, I feel like we're seeing it with Luis Robert right now. I hate to say that, but Luis Robert, it's like he has to go out there every single day, and he's kind of starting to think, what's the point? If you're Paul Skenes, you can at least just kind of take 4 days off, and for one day just be like, this is it. This is everything. Got a couple things here. First 2 starts, 12 and a third, 2 earned runs, 13 strikeouts. No, absolutely. Skenes will eventually go to the Yankees or Dodgers. I'll say absolutely to that one too, Harvey. I'm with you on that. Son, man, too early in the season to worry about anyone or team just yet. Have to wait till Memorial Day for me. Son, man, yes. Is that true? Yes. But I do think, MLB is played every single day. There are things to, take out of every single day. Ultimately, you're correct when it comes to that. Like, you can't, write off or say one guy is going to win MVP, except for Aaron Judge, based on individual day-to-day, heck, week-to-week performances. But it is fun to track. A big nothing burger. Pitchers have bad outings. Ultimately, I am with you, Maverick. I am with you. I do think, like I said, it was 35 degrees out there, man. And I don't even think he gave up a home run. There was a couple hard-hit balls, but when it's cold, maybe he starts mailing in a pitch or two. These guys are all Major League ball players. I think it was Victor Scott, Alec Burleson, and escaping me now, who had the third other hit for the Cardinals that drove in those 5. But nonetheless, it's a big nothing burger. I'm with you. Just would be remiss if I didn't bring it up. I mean, Paul Skenes, we talk about him like he's a golden god. No, he is human, but he is close. He is close to being a golden god. I would give him that. Speaking of ugly baseball games, pitch for contact so we can get back into a warm dugout. No, seriously, B-Love. It's not nothing. It's true, Harvey. Another game, another anomaly here. This disgusting baseball here. Who saw the Guardians White Sox game yesterday? If you saw it, I hope you didn't. I mean, I complained about going to, I went to the Rays Rockies game, ended 2-1. Boring as all hell. Mally watched it. Forrest, you should be glad you missed it. Yeah, it was a punishment. This game went 0-0 into the 9th inning. Shane Smith for Cy Young. For real, the White Sox pitching staff is legit. Shane Smith, I want to say a Rule 5 draft pick. The Brewers let him go, and he's been lights out. But it didn't matter because Mike Clevenger comes in. Remember that guy, Mike Clevenger? Yeah, he's still pitching. He's with the White Sox right now as a reliever. He comes in the 9th inning in a 0-0 game last night. What does he do? Walks 3 straight guys, including a walk-off walk to Nolan Jones. Guardians win it 1-0. It was the first 1-0 walk-off walk since 2009. Russell Martin won the game on a walk-off walk in 2009 to win 1-0. That was the last time that had happened. Don't watch that game. I mean, I would rather, if you guys got kids out there, go watch Coco Melon with your kids. I don't know. That's disgraceful. I got a 6-pack of tickets for Guardians. Hope they play better. They won. The winners who win, Forrest. I do think the Guardians will be a good team. I'm liking how Manzardo's playing. Guardians, I think they're my pick. They're my pick in the AL Central. But it's not very fun. And to your point, Forest Fire, I was reading something. Stephen Vogt was talking about it. Dash. I know. My girlfriend's a babysitter, so I get a little bit of I'm not there yet, Dash, but I know what's up. Stephen Vogt was talking about, I think they had opening day and a few games at home, and then they had 9 straight road games. And Vogt said they needed to get home. The second they got home, the whole team just felt a lot better. And Harvey's right. Yeah, no one's dumping. No one's dumping any Skenes cards. I just had to bring it up. It's the worst outing of his entire career. I had to bring it up. By the way, what is Blippy? Should I ask? Am I going to get in trouble for saying that word or something like that? Schwarbomb, that's true. That is absolutely true. But it unfortunately did not matter. Did want to get to this guy, though, last night. Did want to shout out this guy. He's looking great right now. How about the Nats? How about James Wood? Oh, boy, you'll find out eventually. James Wood. Did you know he could pull home runs? I didn't. James Wood, 2 home runs last night. 3 home runs in 2 games now for James Wood. This guy's looking good. Unfortunately, Dylan Cruz is not. So far this season, James Wood, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and a 981 OPS. I figured Malley. I figured as much, Malley. I just never heard that one before. That trade with the Padres for Soto looks so big for the 100% Milo. Good morning. We doing the show solo? Cards, we got Connie coming in today. Connie is in the building today. Connie, he's how do I say this? If there was a balance of power here, Connie's here. I'm a little below Connie, you know what I mean? So I think he's taking care of some other business today. And I'm just waiting for him to join me. I said, Connie, I'm not going to wait for you, unfortunately. I got a lot of baseball to talk about today, but he'll be hopping on. We got a lot to get to with him. But, cards, too kind. We do try to post these shows on YouTube, by the way. Suncoast Sports on YouTube. I will be honest, the show is best consumed live. Like these clips and stuff like that, they don't come through on YouTube. So, but if you ever miss the show and want to catch out cards, I tell you what, don't need them. I appreciate it, Martin. Don't inflate my ego. I do not need that. No, Harvey, I don't think it's his call. I know Connie always enjoys doing this, so he'll be joining me very soon. Where was I? You guys got me all thrown off. Trade with the Padres for Soto looks so big for the Nationals. Now, I've been saying that. It was Abrams, Wood, and Mackenzie Gore for Juan Soto. It's absolute joke from the Padres end. But in the defense of the Padres, they ain't doing too bad either. Moving right along, Dodgers lose to the Nationals 8-2 though. Wait. What about Luke Voit? Oh. He was in that trade too, Maverick. I was about to say, did Luke Voit do something yesterday? And second question, is Luke Voit even playing in the MLB? But now I get what you're saying too. Anyone catch this Angels-Rays game last night? This game was crazy. No, I need Connie here for this one. Nobody hates Zach Hampel like Connie hates Zach Hampel, and he was back at it again, baby. I hate this guy so much. Look at him. Oh, look at me. Now, let's break this down. Let's really break this down, all right? Because first of all, what a clown. Wearing the GoPro on top of his hat. He's got, did you see the Muno Sosa catch? All loaded. Trust me, man. That's next on the rundown. Just give me 3 minutes here to talk about the Zach Hampel, all right? Let's look at Zach Hampel here. First of all, to his left, you got a kid, a nice Rays fan kid, trying to get the catch here, all right? To your right, you got a kid. To your right, you got a kid. To your other right, another kid. So here he is, taking down a few kids to take this ball. Here's Christopher Morel. I'm not sure that Morel was going to catch this ball. Like, I'm not going to say with 100% certainty he was going to catch this ball. But there was a good chance. None of those kids doing much to get that. Sure. I hear what you're saying, Mav. It's just like, I'm just so sick of him. I'm just so sick of this guy. Then, he's got an old lady or an old man right here. To be honest, the old lady or old man, those kids have been doing taxes for 3 years. Are you right about that? Yes. These kids, probably 18, 19, 20 years old over here, rather them getting the ball than Zach freaking Hampel. Then look at this. I can't tell if it's an old lady or an old man, but they kind of just look at him. I think their thoughts are like half like, okay, one, I'm kind of glad you caught that, but two, why was your armpit in my face, man? Like, look at this look. It's kind of just like this, like, what? Nick, this is Zach Hampel. He makes a whole life and a whole career out of making every game of baseball about himself. Hire him to come in and guest break, then make him sort Bowman paper. I like that for sure. Loden says Morel would have caught it. I think so too. But is there another angle? No, oh my God. It makes me so mad right here. Wait 1 second. What happened with Midas Touch? He says, let's go, thank you. What happened with Midas Touch? What'd I miss over here? Dude, wait, that never popped up on my screen. Wow, okay, hold on. Man, oh man, been a rough few days over here. Well, thank you guys for letting me know. Yeah, I would have believed anyone. It is literally not coming up on my screen. That is crazy. All right. We can all vouch for Midas Touch. Oh yeah, wait, no. Now that I don't believe you for Midas Touch. Yeah. There's no green banner. Anyone? Did the green banner pop up for anyone? Did not pop up for me. Nor did I see it go. All right. That's so weird. Forest Fire didn't see it either. All right, -1. Hang on 1 second. Yeah. No, Midas. I'm not doubting you. But the green banner did not pop up on my screen. As you guys know, been an odd couple of days here. Oh, here we go. Now I see that. Midas, my apologies on that one here. Let's go, Midas. Let me make sure I got this all down. Midas Touch 6969. What a name. All right. Congratulations, Midas. I'll be honest. Shout out Midas Touch because... shout out all of you guys because you guys would have gotten me today. If there was any day to pull a fast one on me, it was today. All right, slab or no slab wheel is coming up. He's got the Midas Touch, but he touched it too much. Come on. All right, Midas, I know this ain't your first rodeo. Good luck, sir or madam. 125 or 50 are the numbers we are looking for. Good luck, sir or madam. It is off. All right, this one's going. This random is running. Come on now, Midas. 125 or 50. Let's go back-to-back slab days. We almost did it. We got a Bernie Williams. I don't know what a bat relic is, but I know what a bat relic is. Bernie Williams bat relic. What is it, number 2? To 199. Show you 1 second here, Midas. Bang! Bernie Williams to 199. You got it, Midas. Yes, indeed. I always love a good bat relic. Definitely, especially on a product like Museum. Tier 1. Museum 2, low-key. You get a lot of napkins in those products, so just give me a bat right there. Dude, Bernie, a legend. Everyone says one of the best guys in baseball from what I've heard as well. But now, guys, take a look. 10:45 Eastern time, we're going to be running this back. Just take a little look, a little preview, up and down the list, some of the things you can win. We've had this Trout Gem in 10 sitting on there. Not a rookie card. I want to be clear about that. Still a nice Trout Gem in 10. CJ Stroud, 2023 Phoenix rookie card Gem in 10. And just added to the list, Adley Rushman Spotlights rookie card Gem Mint 10. I don't know if y'all can see that very well right there. Yeah, rookie, gemmed out. Love this card right here. And Adley's market was down this offseason. I think that should have been a big buy, man. He broke up with his influencer girlfriend and got in that gym, all right? But going back to that Angels-Rays game here, guy I wanted to highlight here, and not in a good way. And I hate doing this because, I don't know his username. I do know he's on Fanatics Live. This guy collects. And he's a legend of the sport, legend of the hobby. It's Mike Trout. I gotta, look, it's very early, but very uncharacteristic start for Mike Trout. This was odd. This was very odd to me last night. Now, I know right field is still a new position for him. Led to a Jose Caballero triple. But, this guy is known for his glove as much as... Maybe an Edmundo Sosa play right there. But no, you're right, Mally. Andy Paez play. Jose Altuve play. It didn't look like Mike Trout. I'll tell you that much. It did not look like Mike Trout. He's hitting 171. Looks like O'Neal Cruz out there. Yeah, it's a good point. Yo, what's up, golf? Been a minute. That was Michael Salmon. Anyone a little bit worried? Give me anyone 1 to 10. 1 to 10. What's our worriness on Mike Trout just as a ball player right now? He's what? 33 years old, which in the context of most Major League ball players is not very old. Is he rusty or did he quit? That's actually a good point. You're talking about Zach Campbell? Wrecked. You're about 1 minute too late. You're about 1 minute too late on that one. We literally just showed the Zach Campbell video. Yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. But yeah, man, Mike Trout, 1 to 10 in terms of concern for me. I would give it a healthy 4. I'd give it a healthy 4. He's hitting 171. Trout to Dodgers or Yankees confirmed. You know what? He's way more of a Yankee than he is a Dodger at this point of his career. If you know, you know. A little over the hill. Phillies says wrecked. I don't even know if I want him. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say it? One more thing, by the way, from this Rays game. In case we missed this. Who saw this? Man, Morel. Tank job. Wow, how far did this fly? Get up, Tampa. Get up, Tampa. Oh, hold up. Oh, no. That ball's not out of here. Christopher Morel. I better see his rear end on the bench today. Nothing against Morel. I like Morel. I want him to succeed. He's got a lot of pop. But, call me old school. I mean, this guy better be on the bench. This is bad, man. Look at this. A skip, a bat throw, and that ball's not out. Come on. Morel, that's a bad look right there. Yeah. He got bailed out by that throw. Ended up making it all the way to the third. But come on now. Christian Morel. Run. That's what I'm saying, golfing guy. What's up, Godzilla? It ended up being a triple, or I think it was a double with the throwing error. That throw got airmailed. But, dude, that stuff just grinds my gears right there. All right, this is the one I know a lot of people single. Was it a single? The two-base error for sure, wrecked? Oh, my God, that'd be hilarious if so. I'll be on lineup watch today, though. If I'm the manager of the Rays today, if I'm Kevin Cash, I say, hey, Chrissy boy, take a seat today. All right, take a seat. Bat flip single is wild. I wish they would smoke him in the ribs next to that bat. Golf, that's a good point, man. Back in the day, back in the good old day, that guy gets smoked in the ribs for that one. He stuck at first on throwing error. So yes, damn, dude. It's just how many times do we have to see that? Oh, Loden. I know, dude. I know. Pissed me off, man. There's some bad blood between RCA and the Phillies, but this is the one we were talking about. Edmundo Sosa last night. So great game. Phillies, Braves. This is going to be a great series. We know the deal. Braves are pretty desperate. 1-8. Phillies been cruising so far. They coming off a series win against the Dodgers. Sale against Wheeler. 1-2 in Cy Young voting last night. So you're thinking, man, under's going to hit easily last night. Now, final score was, 7-5 Braves, I believe. But how about this? Edmundo Sosa never played left field before. I mean, dude, that catch is awesome. I love their reaction, too. I want to watch this one again. I think I'm going to let it play. It showed the different angles. First game ever. And look at that little smile. Edmundo's the man. From Edmundo Sosa here. Phillies fans love Sosa. Yeah, let's see this other angle here. But Godzilla, I actually did not know that. Look at this. He slow tracks it. He gets up and totally reaches over. I love the reaction of the bullpen watching it over here. They're getting the damn kind of look over here. And they're like, wow, they didn't expect it at all. Look at this. Oh, look at what I found. With a little swagger. But that was all the good highlights for Edmundo Sosa last night because one of the worst plays, I mean, genuinely, one of the worst plays I've seen all year. One of the worst plays I've seen as a Phillies fan, maybe ever, dare I say. My bad, wrong button there. Dude, this is inexcusable. Johan Rojas, center fielder. He's on the team for one reason. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes me so angry. Edmundo Sosa, I'll say this again. Yeah, double. Goes in the book as a double. Reminder, first game he's ever played in left field. Center field Rojas, Gold Glove caliber player. He is on the roster for one reason. He's looking at Sosa. You can't look at Sosa when the ball drops literally at your feet. I mean, that's crazy. How long does this clip go? I didn't see it. If they show it again, Rojas is like yelling at Sosa. Yeah, brother, there is nothing there. You look into the dugout and you go, that's on me. Post-game press conference, Rob Thompson came and said, that is 100% on Johan Rojas. Watching it back, Sosa might be calling it. He might be calling it. But I don't care if Sosa's calling it. That's on Rojas. You got to just say, dude, I'm the center fielder. I'm calling you off. You've never played this before. Center field control. Yeah, everyone knows it. It's one of the classic Little League coaches. Did you call it, then catch it? Rex, you might be right about that. Did you call it, then catch it? But Topper, Rob Thompson, after the game said, I don't care who's calling it. That is Johan Rojas' ball. And to Maverick's point, I don't know what the hell Rojas was doing. He's going to get sent down. I think it's a matter of when, not if he gets sent down. He can hit. He's a really good fielding center fielder, but if you're not going to, come on now. The thing that made me mad is load it. I mean, rub it in, man. Rub it in. This inning would have been over. First inning, yeah. How about Sean Murphy? Dude, he had an amazing game. He looks back. Sean Murphy looks back. Go get your Sean Murphy cards, ladies and gentlemen, because he had 4 RBIs last night. First game back. Had a terrible season last year. Loden, help me out here. Was he wearing glasses last year? I could be wrong. Sometimes, you saw this with Freddie Freeman. He had a really tough year early on. He got LASIK, he got eye surgery, and then started wearing glasses, and now he became the Freddie Freeman that we all know. It's not nothing. I think it's not nothing. I might be trying to trade for Sean Murphy here in fantasy. Maybe getting some Sean Murphy cards. We know how big eyesight is in baseball. When he got veneers, chill, Mally, chill. Don't talk about Freddie like that now. Come on, man. I was talking about his eyesight. But, yeah, man. Braves win that game. What was it, 7-5 the final score? Something like that. Tip my cap. Schwarber had an awesome game, but unfortunately, I'm not even going to... Yeah, 7-5. Schwarber hit one of the hardest hit baseballs I've seen in the last 5 years, I feel like. But I feel like I've said that multiple times with Kyle Schwarber. What time we got here? 10:28. A few more minutes until our next giveaway, by the way. I will say, guys, if you are hopping in here, I see 72 of you guys. I love talking ball, of course. We all love talking ball. What break we got in the store here? That's right. We got a blast from the past. I am a big fan of this break. If anyone takes down a spot in the blast from the past break, I will gladly give you a spin at the slab or no slab wheel right here. I'll get that up in case you missed it. There's a slab or no slab wheel. Blast from the past break. We know the deal here. Jammer, 2 wins again. You talking about the Braves? Bobby Witt rookies. Who else we got in here? Walker versus Holmes is going to be interesting tonight. It's going to be awful, man. That's going to be awful. Advantage Holmes. I hate to say it. But yeah, different years of rookies. You got Gunner rookies, Corbin rookies, J-Rod rookies. That's what I love about a multi-year mixer like this. So, a lot of opportunity. And Forest Fire taking down the Guardians in blast from the past. I love it, Forest Fire. So, Forest Fire, I know you are new to the program. So, anyone who takes down a spot, I give you the option. I can either A, spin this wheel for you right now, or some other people like to wait until the second giveaway, until there's a spot taken off the board. And it's very small margins, but it does increase your odds by 1 spot, hypothetically. Up to you, though, Forrest. If you want to just spin it right now with a full wheel, let me know. But happy to spin that for you. But your choice, Forrest. Absolutely your choice. Loden says the over is being taken. Let it rip? All right, let's go. I'm going to spin the wheel right here then, assuming that's what you're talking about, Forrest. Good luck. Appreciate you joining here. All right, so 2 is off the board. So we got a 3 in 49 chance right here. Good luck. And, of course, there's actually some good cards other than the slabs, but come on, we want a slab. And we know the Guardians can hit big in that break. Let's see it, Forrest. Come on. Welcome to the program. Good luck, good luck, good luck. 46. All right, no slab, but tell me we got a good card here. Tommy Troy Bowman Glass. We can do a lot worse than a Tommy Troy Bowman Glass. Let's see it here. Arizona Diamondbacks, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Show you here, Forest Fire. Say Forest Fire? Yeah, Forest Fire. So a Tommy Troy Bowman Glass. Gonna be what we got. So no slab here. But a decent card. Tommy Troy, where's he at these days? Is he still with the Diamondbacks? Why do I feel like he's with the Marlins? I'll have to look that up. Alrighty. There you go, Forest Fire. Appreciate you hopping in and taking down a spot here. It gets our break started a little bit earlier, hopefully. And also, Not a bad Tommy Troy Bowman Glass. I think he's still with the Diamondbacks. So correct me if I'm wrong there. But nevertheless, we're going to be running it at 15 minutes from now. We got another slab or no slab. Anyone else want to hop on in? Nice looking break in the store. If you were thinking about getting in, might as well hop in while we got a slab wheel on the table. Odds just get better with every spin. So we see this happen sometimes. Get on a nice little run and take down some slabs. Plus, we can hit pretty damn big in this Bowman break. And Forrest, I don't know if you've seen Swamp King before. Any player, any years alive, could see some Lindor rookies there. Just saying. I would, but I drunk bought spots on vacation, and the wife wasn't happy. Oh, Mally. I don't really know what to say. I will ask where you went to vacation, though. Where's the vacation spot? Josh, he needs a little vacation over here. Although, the missus yesterday was like, I could go for a vacation. I go, come on, Cassie. Like, we live in Florida now. We always have a vacation. You're good. We don't need a vacation. But nonetheless, Lake Tahoe. Ooh, Lake Tahoe sounds awesome. I would like to go to Lake Tahoe. The last thing I saw that was crazy from last night, oh boy. Before looking forward to today in MLB or beyond. This was in the Diamondbacks-Orioles game last night. This happened after I fell asleep. Looked like a nice piece of hitting from Jackson Holiday. Lourdes Gurriel makes a nice catch. What is this? Lourdes, what are you doing? I mean, what was he thinking? But it gets even crazier. Hang on one second. I just want to see what happened here. So Holiday, sliding grab, doesn't even look, by the way. Doesn't even look what's going on. Doesn't look at his target. Just comes up firing. Based on this throw, by the way, whoever's at third, I think it was Cedric Mullins. He wasn't even going to tag up. So all Lourdes Gurriel had to do was pretty much run this ball in, and Mullins wasn't tagging up until this horrible throw goes out of nowhere. Then Mullins tags up, scores, makes it a one-run game. But hold on, it actually gets even crazier. I got to shift ahead a little bit here. Tyler O'Neill never tagged up and ends up getting called out to end the seventh inning here. Let me see if they show it here. Waiting for them to show it. Long clip here. All right, so yeah, this is what happened. Watch, look, this is Tyler O'Neill. Caught between second and third. Sliding grab by Lourdes. He never runs back to second. Runs straight to third. Stands there. I know they'll show it eventually. Ends up getting tagged out. That ends the inning. That's the tying run, by the way. This game ended 4-3. So, an absolute, like a double boneheaded move for both guys. You see it there. O'Neill never tags up. Gets out at third base. Loses the game 4-3. Diamondbacks win. Maverick, I'm not sure if you stayed up to watch this game. I know you're the O's fan over here. But my word, what an awful, awful break for the Orioles last night. That was the difference potentially between a win and a loss. Diamondbacks win that game 4-3. Yeah, that was a wild day in the MLB yesterday. A little recap for you in case you missed some of that stuff. But what else we got here? Tons of other things we have. Now, this is a little off the beaten path. Anyone see this? This is going wild on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Yeshiva University. Am I saying that right? So there was a game played in New Jersey yesterday between Yeshiva University and Lehman University. I hope I'm saying those right. D3 baseball. Yeshiva went into this game yesterday with a 99-game losing streak. And Lehman University went into this game with a 44-game losing streak. They both ended yesterday. Absolute must-see TV. Game one, it looked the Losers Bowl. This must have been devastating, by the way, because game one, Yeshiva had a nice lead, it looked like, and Lehman came back in the seventh inning and ended up winning it on extras, 7-6. And doubleheader, Yeshiva wins game two. This looked absolutely lit, by the way. I found a clip. Unfortunately, there's no audio. And it is hard to see, but this looked lit. Yeshiva up 5-4, top of the fifth, runner on second. Yeshiva's pitching, base hit, right up the middle. Center fielder fields the ball, runner rounding third, tying run, goes to the plate, pegs him at the plate. Look at the crowd going wild, by the way. I mean, I'm going, look at these guys. They're wearing yarmulkes. They're wearing yarmulkes going crazy. This is just an awesome atmosphere for a Yeshiva baseball D3 game. I mean, this is the stuff that SportsCenter's not showing you, ladies and gentlemen. How about the atmosphere? Come on, Yeshiva University to preserve the lead in an absolute bonkers environment over there in D3 baseball in New Jersey. Let's see. No, it's supposed to recalculate shipping, but pretty sure it's charged me full shipping on all spots today. Forrest, to be honest with you, Forrest, I am not sure exactly how all of that works. Forrest, if you do want to take down multiple spots, we always recommend bundling them in case it can help you save a couple dollars on shipping like that. But Forrest, if there's any discrepancy here, send us an email, send Fanatics an email. I know it's been admittedly kind of a tough week for Fanatics, but I'm sure they're trying to work everything out and take care of things there. But Forrest, just so you're aware, whenever this break runs, this Bowman glass card will get shipped out with your break whenever this runs, by the way, Forrest. So, yeah, just for future reference, we always recommend if you know you're going to take down multiple spots, just bundle it up. We can give you one price. Like, we just add up the prices of all those teams, just put them all on one team, just so we can avoid any issue with that. So apologies with the shipping costs there, Forrest. But appreciate you letting us know. And, we'll always try to make everything right for you if we can go back and help it. All right, 10:38. Got a few minutes to go until our next slab or no slab giveaway here. Let's see what else we got here. There are a couple players I do want to spotlight here. I wanted to see if Connie will join me. I want to give him the chance to talk about some of those players here. But I know this is typically a baseball show. I'm very curious. Tonight at what time? 7:30? I'm going to put a poll up here. I'm going to get a poll up here and ask you guys what you will be watching. Because I was reading an article yesterday about Luka Doncic. What will you be watching tonight? Your local baseball team, Mavericks, Lakers. Lakers going back to Dallas. It's a huge deal. Luka Doncic is coming back to Dallas as a Laker for the first time. MLB baseball. I'll just say MLB baseball. Put it like that. 2 minutes on the poll. Because, and listen, I get it. Fanatics Live, this is mostly depends on where I get the bets down. All right, talk to me now, Elliot. I'm always down to talk that. Very curious about that because, I don't know, if you were to ask me, what year is it, 2025? If you were to ask me 7 years ago, maybe. Yeah, 7 years ago, I would 1,000% be watching Mavericks versus Lakers. 7 or 6 years ago, I'd be watching Mavs-Lakers tonight. Telling you straight up, I'm going to be watching the Phillies-Braves. And Phillies-Braves is a great series. I would watch Phillies-White Sox. I would watch Phillies-Nats. I would watch Phillies against anyone tonight over the Mavericks versus Lakers. And I will probably have the Lakers up on a second TV, maybe. But typically, in my opinion, this is like a must-see TV. Superstars LeBron and Luka going back to Dallas where he was, traded nonsensically. I was reading an article in The Athletic about Dallas Mavericks fans, and it seems like Mavericks fans are just denouncing their team. There are people who were Luka fans, and they just started buying Lakers Luka jerseys. It's going to load, and that's true too. You're right about that. It's probably just going to be a blowout anyway. It probably won't be fun to watch. Just crazy to me that, this is what we're seeing right now, is that basketball has become so boring that even this great storyline, superstar Luka Doncic going back to Dallas, and I get it, this is definitely the wrong room to be asking. I'm going to put my vote down. MLB baseball. But yeah, it's not even close. But yeah, anyone think it's a violation that Mavericks fans are getting Luka jerseys? This is the first time I will side with jumping off the ship. I'm a big fan of loyalty. I'm a big fan of, sticking it out with your team. But I do think Mavericks fans have the right to just say, you know what? No, I'm not even going to root for this team anymore. I was attached to this guy. I was promised he was our future. You traded him for nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. Damn, dude. 70% of that poll. It's true, Dre. I'm not going to, usually I would be like, come on, you can't jump ship like that. No. Now I'm like, yeah, you know what? Be Lakers fans. You've earned the right. That's awesome, man. 70% of people. Now, if we had, started maybe ripping more NBA when we started, might be a little different, but it's just awesome to see that MLB baseball crushes a marquee primetime TNT. Like, I think the Lakers are competing for the West too, and everyone says, nah, give me some MLB baseball instead. There he is. Oh. Cartier glasses. I don't even peek at you.
That's right.
What's going on, Connie?
What's going on, indeed?
Dre, in my defense, I'm watching because it's going to be good for my parlay. What, are you talking about Mavs game? Watching Phil's game, even though Walker's pitching? James. The good news is we have, who is it again, Loden? Some bum, respectfully, pitching for the Bravos. Connie's in the building. Connie, we just did a full breakdown from yesterday.
Okay.
The one clip I wanted you here for was the Zach Hampel clip. You see that one?
Dude, livid. Livid.
I know how your blood gets going.
I can't stand it.
But man, oh man. One thing I wanted to ask you before we moved on to the next days. Yankees, 3 days in a row, no home runs, no wins.
Dude, the Tigers, I knew that series was going to be tough. The Tigers are good. Scooble shut them down yesterday. Again, you're kind of seeing the holes that the Yankee lineup has right off the bat. Like, again, it's the same team every year. It's like, the old Bill Cosby skit. The same thing happens every night. Like, it's either, again, against mediocre to subpar pitching, you're going to hit home runs because guys are going to miss. When you go to that next class of pitching, are you going to get enough barrels on the ball and create some scoring opportunities? They just don't. It's the same team every year. So, again, I didn't expect anything else. Again, I'm gonna say ALDS is where the Yankee season ends.
I know.
That's crazy.
You've been down on them. You've been down on them all season.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I did want to pick your brain, being a stalwart of New Jersey baseball yourself.
I'm a staple. Yeah. Okay. So
you aware of the Yeshiva University, Lehman University at all?
Yes, I saw 42 game losing streak and 100 game losing streak.
Did you play either of those teams?
No, I did not. And I'm gonna clear something up real quick. Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay. So Dog has the audacity, right? So I was talking about me and Tim were on the other night. It was like, give me a fun fact about yourself, and I was like, I had the all-time ERA record at my high school. Just I throw it out there, and then Dog goes out there. So my freshman year, I think I was in college, I threw 5 innings. Got lit up a little bit. So my ERA is like 39. So Dog's out there just pandering to the crowd. I'm getting all these texts. They're like, yo, man. I was like, back it up here. Back it up. So I wanted to say, Dog, you are, listen, next time I see you, wear a vest. All right? Yeah, no, whatever.
What was this, the old Max Preps? Or
Yeah, something.
Something like that? You found the Connie stats?
The Dog's out there. Now I'm getting messages from people on Fanatics. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Unbelievable. But yeah, that was funny.
All right, we got about to be 10:44, 10:45 coming up. I will say, CJ Payne's like to wear a vest line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, been a minute, man. Been a minute since you've been on Slab, of course. As we see here, always got the offer going on. We did have Forrest, new to the program, took down the Guardians and Blast from the Past for a slab or no slab wheel spin. Connie, is that my laptop?
Yes,
Are you using
it
Big
is.
Dog's laptop?
Yes.
Crazy. More questions on that one.
It was just sitting in the break room.
Blast from the Past break here, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Any rookie that you're really chasing? We know J-Rod. We know Corbin. Bobby. Anyone else that I might be forgetting in that break there?
Volpe.
I did forget about Volpe. Good
Volpe.
shout.
Gunnar, Adley.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else. Yeah, we just missed that Soto year. Soto's a year behind that. In 2019. Yeah, I'd have to look again at the checklist one more time. I'm sure names will pop in my head. But
all right, Slab, the 10:45.
Michael Harris, good call.
There we go. Slab or no slab giveaway, the final one of the morning. Look, if anyone wants to take a spot down, please be my guest, and I will give you a spin at that wheel, of course. Dre collects. Who do you guys like for strikeout overs today? Let's say it's not bet related. 8. Wait, I'm confused about that. And why does it have to not be bet related? Are you kidding me? We can always make it bet related.
Good morning, Doc Ock.
I like that.
I like that too. Yeah, I don't know.
We can pull it up.
What do you mean?
Second.
It's not bet related. It has to be bet related.
Yeah.
Over under 8.
Yeah.
Hypothetical. And you were gonna place money, but I'm not. But if you're going to,
Yeah, no, I get it, Trey. No, I have no problem talking bets. I'll be honest with you, man.
Oh, bro.
For me, betting MLB baseball this early in the season is a fool's game.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Call me a fool.
Call you a fool?
Yeah, because I've been cashing tickets left and right.
There we go.
Honestly, I have a boat that just says cash tickets. No. But yeah, for legal reasons, it's not bet related. No, the year of the over.
You're the over?
I am 7-3 out of 10 over plays so far.
Any game that's played in Sacramento, man, take the over, it seems like.
That, yeah, dude, I had actually the over last night, the one loser last night, but 7-1. The Rockies continued to just be the Rockies. The over-under was 9.5. 3 solo shots by the Brewers in the 7th, I believe. Again, get somebody on base. But yeah, no, all in all, like I said, I think just more contact around the league as these torpedo bats are becoming a fan favorite. What are your thoughts? We haven't talked in a while. What are your thoughts on torpedo bats?
I think it's a fluke. I was all in originally, but I was saying, like, looking at those Yankees numbers, right?
Oh, yeah.
No home runs in 3 games.
No. It's cold in Detroit.
It is cold in Detroit. I think, you know what I think? My theory was that Manfred juiced the balls for the first week. More than it was. I think it's Manfred juicing the balls more than torpedo bats, honestly.
Yeah, tinfoil hat's on.
Tinfoil hat is on, dude. I think those balls are juiced. But then you see guys like Schwarber who just hit like a freaking blast. But, some of these guys are just strong.
Is Kyle Schwarber a Hall of Famer?
I don't think so, but, like, he's the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he deserves more
He
respect.
won World Series with the Cubs.
The numbers aren't there, but, like, he's just like a locker room guy.
Oh,
he
yeah,
hits,
for sure.
He hits bombs left and right. Sasaki, I went under, felt he'd be nervous for his game. All right, Dre, so who do you got today? It seems like you've been pretty on some of these strikeouts. We got a lot to get to and not a lot of time. So,
Okay.
Bring up Crawford. Now we're talking, ZK. I know I texted Connie whenever I text him saying, hey, what do we want to talk about? He just says 2 words. Arjun Namala.
Yes.
This was Arjun Namala. Don't let the small, skinny frame fool you.
Yeah.
This dude hits
Heads up on the
pegs.
corner kick.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out the 10U kids over there.
That's right.
Arjun Namala. I just want to see this again. I just want to see this absolute nuke right here. Is that high and inside? Turn on it.
Yeah.
Arjun Namala, Blue Jays prospect here.
And he trots like a prize stud pony right there. You see that?
Oh, he took his sweet time on that one.
Yeah.
Arjun Namala, his Bowman first PSA 10 to $4.99. I was looking at sales of this thing here. Last night, 205, 230, 206, 180, 208, 224 for this card.
Those are the most recent sales?
Those are his most recent sales since February 4th. When you go back to June of 2024, the sales in that month, 380, 470, 380, 300.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dip. I mean, right? Like, those sales seem very low.
That's ridiculous.
Is Arjun Namala? I mean, I think that's the guy that we highlighted here. How old is Arjun Namala? Do you know off the top of your
I
head?
don't know off the top of my head. He was the 20th overall pick last year, though.
Okay. Crazy that he's down. Like, I don't know what people expected.
Well, there's a problem. Again, it's everybody where it's like, that's why, like, draft is an interesting, it's a fickle game, I should say. It's like, if prospects aren't in the limelight again, you're talking hundreds of dollars in drop off until they get the call up. And again, performance clearly, it's not like he's had a bad year in the minors last year. He's clearly hitting the ball again. Again, and it's not like hitting the ball, it's hitting the ball with scary pop. You know what I mean? So I think it's all who's in front of the camera, who's the most front facing. I also will say, I think it's this year has stood out to me far more than last year. And I don't know if it's a mix of I didn't pay attention enough last year. I will say the amount of social media hype that these 24 draft class guys have been getting,
I think you're right,
has been far greater than the Wyatts. Like, Skenes was his own entity because Skenes is more than baseball.
It's a really good, interesting way to look at it.
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, though. I do think these guys have earned it because when they are making highlights, it's just like, that's an MLB home run. Like, the Arjun home run, like, that's an MLB home run. This isn't a 350-foot, like, he pulled it down the left field line, wall scraper. Like, these guys are hitting moonshots. And Godzilla, I have not checked. I'll have to check that.
Dylan Cruz.
I look at it as an advantage to buy cards. And Dre, I do want to look at some of those in just a second. I want to do a little prospect spotlight first. Dude, 2 other guys here. How about our boy? You see him last night again?
Who is this?
A little guy named Jack Caglione, my friend. Now,
that's my best friend.
That's your best friend?
Yes.
No good angle of the home run. Couldn't find an angle of the home run, by the way. Minor league baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
I will say, can you pause that? Do you have the ability to pause it when? Okay, look at dude. Like, I know it's a tough shot. Look at the size of that dude's legs, dude. It is. He looks like a running back. Like that Peyton Hillis. That's Peyton Hillis swinging a lefty bat.
Oh my god.
Just monstrous. Like, again, yeah, you see that when he makes contact with the ball.
This is perfect.
The lower half of his body. Again,
This is a classy bat flip right there, by the way.
Yeah.
It's swag, but without showing the guy up.
Right.
Watch it, admire it, take the
dude.
try.
And again, like I said, knowing him personally and having had Red Lobster together.
Sure, that happened.
Yeah, come on. No video. Yeah, there's War.
He's spoken for War.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, that ball went 468 feet.
468.
468 feet.
So further than the initial one where it left the yard and became a traffic hazard.
111 mile per hour exit velocity. Like, this, to your point, though, as you were saying it, I had to pull this up because I was like, I think it's because these guys, like, you see it and maybe we were wrong, right? Maybe for some reason, like, our algorithm wasn't showing us before. I do think guys that are doing it, it's just so, like, whoa, it's like going 4 for 4. That's cute,
Yeah.
All right, a 350-foot home run. That's crazy. 111 mile per hour exit velocity. Cag's stats. Now, the reason I hadn't seen Cag's stats is because he's been doing it in a more creative way. That's just his second home run so far. He's hitting 375, 1268 OPS, 10 RBIs, and what is most impressive to me, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Wow.
This is a guy that I think we were a little worried about his strikeouts.
That was definitely his biggest, I think, maybe worry coming in was how the ability to put the bat on the ball. Granted, now each level you're going to move up, the pitching is going to be that much tougher. But again, it's like, at what point do the Royals need an influx of offense? They haven't been busting the cover off the baseball.
It's tough. It's tough. I don't think you want to put him in the outfield. And Pasquantino, dude, Vinny Pasquantino is one of my favorite players. I don't know if anyone caught the Royals game last night. Ugly, ugly game. They had 2 runs. Both were Vinny Pasquantino just making contact with the ball with a runner on third. That's how they won the game.
Yeah.
Is Pasquatch just got up to the plate. He had 2 numbers into the ground, and it's what won them the game ultimately.
Yep.
Pasquatch very underrated. First base, Dunbar? Yeah.
That's a
Cags
really key
first
place.
baseman, Pasquantino playing first base.
Yep.
So I think they'd rather slow play with Cags. There was talks in spring training of moving him into the outfield.
Yeah.
I think they were saying, we'll wait a little bit. Maybe call him up to AAA first, although, I think he could be one of those guys that could go straight AA to MLB.
Really? I don't think so, because I think what you're worried about,
some of those breaking balls that you get from the
100%.
higher end pitching. Yeah.
higher end guys that are
Lefty,
because you
especially.
will get, there'll be a mix of major league level arms at AAA for whatever reason. Rehab
If they're
starts,
washed up, rehab starts, but they
whatever.
still
So
got
I think you still put him through that cycle and you see where he's at then. Again, it's not a position where you're in immediate need, right? Because Pasquantino is more than serviceable. You know what I mean? He's a pretty good player. Again, Caglione has a chance to be generational, right? So it's like, I think that Cags definitely have a higher upside there.
I think Dunbar's right. Not a matter of if, but when.
Right.
The question is when you buy the cards. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see them coming down. That's my one pause.
No.
You know what I mean? Do you almost wait till he gets called up and struggles at this point?
Dude, my dad bought into a cereal spot the other night, and he hit a Bazana base auto. And he's like, yeah. He's like, do you sell it right now? I'm like, no.
Hell no, you
hold
don't
on,
sell
Baz.
right now.
Hold on, Baz, big time.
I think Baz will play. You got to play the long game with Baz. Baz, I think he doesn't have like those sexy. That's the thing. You don't see the sexy home run highlights.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say 5 tool with him, but close
But
to 5
again,
tool.
it's like gonna be a guy that like. So I was gonna bring this up to you too, because I got hooked last night.
Oh,
boy. The Red Sox, the year with the Red Sox on Netflix came out.
I was gonna ask if you were gonna watch that.
Oh, dude,
You're watching it?
So 3 episodes in, a couple
good to
takeaways.
know. Okay.
Stock up, Jaron Duran.
Really?
Just a gamer, like somebody that I would love the Yankees have. Like, again, guy that would, again, he definitely documents his struggles defensively.
I have a theory, by the way. I can't share it on there, unfortunately.
No, okay, fair enough.
Go ahead.
Defensively struggled, you know what I mean? Dealt with, you know what I mean, kind of mental health, anxiety, definitely stuff like that. Kind of talks about it a little bit, which is interesting. And then just again, you see, like, I'm just finished episode 3 where he's starting to. It's right before the All-Star game where he starts to kind of hit his stride. And remember, he wins the All-Star game MVP last year. Tristan Casas is one of the most unique individuals I've ever gotten the chance. Like, I remember hearing. So the episode just ended with them beating the Yankees on Father's Day. I don't know if you remember that game at all last year.
Not really.
It sticks out because Sunday Night Baseball, the Red Sox steal, I think, a total of 9 bases. Basically, all they do is run all over Jose Trevino. And like for Yankees fans, it's an absolute embarrassment. They couldn't throw anybody out, and Godzilla. It's really, really cool. And again, as a diehard Yankees fan, I have no love for the Red Sox, but I'm a baseball junkie. I will always watch that stuff.
Dude, it's the first thing that we've had. It's our Hard Knocks. It's our first chance to
100% right.
Like, and I'm not typically the biggest Hard Knocks guy, but like when the Lions had Hard Knocks, like that, it won me over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be watching this Red Sox one.
Yes.
It looks
stock
awesome.
down for me on a personal level. Brian Bayo. Brian Bayo. Stock. Just think less of him today.
A guy who I have been all over too for like 3 years.
Yes. Good pitcher. Personally, don't see eye to eye with Brian Bayo.
Man, I can't wait to watch
again,
this.
that's a
Really? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
He is and
I'm excited.
He's very good. He's very talented, but I think
he's not talented enough
to be like that. The way he acted, no way. And again, like I said, everybody makes errors. You know what I mean? You want to pick guys up.
Dude, it's so fun to see the human side of this.
Yeah, it really is. And again, I get it. Like I said,
we play fantasy, we play MLB The Show. These guys are people.
It's so interesting. I completely agree with you. It's like there's so much more like, oh, Tristan Casas over today, and you're like he's talking about him and Jaron Duran are like trying to fix Jaron Duran's Bronco outside of Fenway. It's like this is like it was super interesting. Like I said, really really well directed.
Dude, it's like oh, Duran,
baseball, completely agree. Like,
Castellanos can go 4 for 4 one day, and it's like, man, did you change anything in his swing? It's like his wife might have made really good pasta for lunch.
What
you know what I mean?
About.
Like,
literally,
it's awesome.
Like Tyler O'Neill. Like I didn't realize Tyler O'Neill's dad was Mr. Canada. He's like comes from a bodybuilding family. Like it was so interesting to learn all that stuff. Like I said.
All right, real quick. We got 2 minutes, man. We couldn't get everything in.
Sorry.
You're good, dude. You're good. Dunbar, enlighten me. I have not paid any attention to George Springer at all. Is he sucking or is he playing well? I saw he had a home run last night. Is he playing really well? When I hear George Springer, I assume he's playing bad. I hate to say it. Wait, what? That's on me, Dunbar. It's George. What? Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Dude, totally just flew under the radar.
The Blue Jay news that I had this week was Vladdy getting paid, and that's about it.
That's about it.
Me and Beebs have that bet still with
the Rays,
the Rays and Jays.
Dude,
I think they're better.
Blue Jays are looking good.
Yeah, they're better offensively than I expected.
Before we're out of here, come on.
Andres Jimenez, low key pickup for them.
Where'd that pop come from him? Dude, Nick Kurtz did it again, by the way. This guy needs to get called up. Did you see this one?
Oh, my God.
This is like a go-ahead home run, too. No, let's watch it again.
Yeah,
are you freaking kidding me?
But again.
Dude, he should not be in AAA.
Are baseball players, like this, right?
Guys weren't doing this last year, I don't think.
Were guys doing this even 10 years ago?
Look how big he is.
Not 25 years ago when the steroid era was all the rage.
But by the way, was this in El Paso? They do call El Paso the Coors Field AAA.
Do they?
No, elevation. Can anyone attest to that?
I can't tell.
Dude, I can watch this all day.
But again, imagine how good of a spot is baseball in right now, where you're gonna have him and Cags both powered from the left side, right, for the next 15, 20 years. You know what I mean?
No, they do not. When you got guys hitting like this, why do they need to take steroids?
You should buy those Athletics in every break that we put up today then, buddy. I'm the Kurtz Whisperer. I pulled the superfractor. Go ahead.
He might get called up this week. I'm just going to float that out there. I'm not saying it's guaranteed.
You're putting a feeler out.
4 guys in my fantasy team got hurt yesterday.
So you need a tap.
Well, one of them
have Kurtz on your fantasy
One
team?
of them is Tyler Soderstrom.
Oh, okay.
So I just got victimized.
Who's having a really nice start to the year.
I just got victimized by 3 slow plays. I got Matt McClain, day-to-day, boom, IL. Jackson Merrill, day-to-day, boom, IL.
Yeah.
Tyler Soderstrom got pulled, day-to-day. I'm wondering if he goes IL. Who else plays first base? Nick Kurtz, who's tearing the cover off the ball right now in AAA.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but, the Zach V news kind of surprised me.
Right, says make the call, Josh.
I'm making the call.
Ring.
You see how that Sacramento ballpark plays. I'd be getting the Kurtz cards today before tomorrow. And Northern Light Sports Cards. Let's go, Northern Light. Taking it down. Juan, McClain, Merrill, Soderstrom, Pablo Lopez. Bang. All yesterday in fantasy. I am reeling. I am reeling. But all right, Connie, man, adieu. This was
a quick
one here.
Yeah.
But I will say, if anyone wants to take a spot down in this,
somebody take a spot down for me in that.
B-Lev had ceased. Yeah,
in that draft hobby jumbo super jumbo.
B-Lev, was it?
I want to hop right into that, chat.
Was it 9 runs? Was Cease 9 runs yesterday? That's crazy, man. All right, so we have 2 9 runs. Rooney.
9 times.
All right. Good luck, Northern Light Sports Cards. It is off. Come on. Give me a slab. Slab me up here. Give me the Adley Bowman Spotlight. 15 for Tebow. Oh, boy. Let me get that list up
15
here.
for Tebow.
Oh, boy. Hang on. I don't know what 15 is yet. Could be big. It could be a dud. 15. Not bad. A little bit in the middle. Rhett Lauder on the Bowman first base right
7th
there.
overall pick last year.
Is he still hurt?
I don't know if he's still hurt.
Because I think he's hurt. Otherwise, I would have expected them to
He would have been in the rotation.
yeah, be in the rotation, or at least up as a reliever or something like that. Want to put this out there. I'm going to give it one more minute. If anyone wants to take down a spot.
Come on, Chad. Take down a spot for me. Let's go.
Take down a spot in this blast from the past break. You will get a spin at the wheel and now 3 cards off the board. All right. Rhett Lauder right there.
Was that refractor?
Is that refractor?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's definitely.
Refracting.
That's 100% a refractor. No base right there. That's a refractor.
That's a refractor. All right, even better.
Very
It's
nice.
a refractor. I undersold it.
Yeah, you did.
Congratulations going to Northern Lights. All right, come on. Casey already gone. Casey always
All right,
gone.
so 41. You want me to post the next one? Because we can run that back.
What's that? Which one?
I want to do some Bowman draft today, dude. Like I said, these guys, like, it is. I want to get that Luminaries done. I want to get some Bowman draft all day.
I'm assuming you're talking about the blast from the past right there. I mean, yeah, with a little whip rookie, it was going to be hard to. You got to be quicker than that on the old whip rookie.
Yeah, the real.
But nevertheless, guys, appreciate it. This is man, dude. Doing the show during baseball season is like I'm so not used to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm used to like grinding to be like, oh, we need topics, and now it's just like, dude.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on every single day.
It's just so nice to have baseball back.
Stuff we didn't get to talk to. Travis Hunter signing with Panini. Want to eventually talk about that? Yeah, right. I don't know what that guy's
Him and
doing.
his girlfriend.
Ben Rice, Kieran Paris, save all
Kieran
that.
Paris, Yahtzee yesterday.
Brother, that dude is killing it. Want to look at him tomorrow, but let's get some cards on the table. What do you say, Connie?
Let's do it.
All right. Appreciate everybody for joining me. Have a fantastic Wednesday. Connie's going to be holding down. Who's with you today, Connie?
It's Robbie.
Ooh, Connie and Robbie in the big chair today. Good luck, gentlemen. Have a fantastic break. Everyone have a fantastic Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern Time. Guys, reminder, SunCoastSports _ on Twitter. We got a chance at a Bowman U Chrome Breakers Delight box for anyone who likes, retweets, and follows. Post is popping off. But appreciate everyone for following us over there. Have a lovely Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow. Good luck, Connie, right here at SunCoastSports. Adios.